This glass is really aiming for some very well reserved that the 1974 you have. I don't mind to try it for you. Like if you have a good bottle of 1985 Satu Lascaux, Satu Busesu Bangkok, meaning this wine is already well matured, and you still want to gain the most out of it, that you need this elegant red. Now I tell you a story of this elegant red. This is the other fight that I have with the factory, and this time I lose again. Now, as I mentioned, the fundamental of this cereal is our desire, but we also want them approachable. How you can have it approachable mean that they can sell it in a very reasonable price, not excessive. You can see that like some of the brand, they call Sumile Collection, right? How much are they? Okay, they are talking about 6,000 baht per glass, right? Some like 800 ringgit per glass, the Sumile line, right? Renminbi is talking about over 1,000 per glass, right? And some of the line just newly designed as well by a signature, means someone. 800 Hong Kong, 1,000 Hong Kong, 1,200 Hong Kong, something like that. But I asked them how you can manage in a lower cost. Because my design, I don't want to have it very expensive. I want it functioning, but I want it approachable. That's why we need to make machine make. Machine make, because all the other is hand brew. Hand brew, of course, is beautiful, but very expensive. And that's why machine make. Now, the original design of this elegant red, the bottom is totally flat. Totally flat. But when you come to here, when you do the machine make, at the end, we cannot be 100% flat. Now, why we need to have 100% flat? Have a look. Have a look. Now, this is 2 millimeter drop. I tell you straight, 2 millimeter drop. Now, if you turn the glass, turn it on your table. Don't turn it in your hand. Turn it on your table. Turn it. After you turn, just leave it. You will find that the liquid inside the glass stopped as soon as possible. Okay? If you go to any other wine glass, like for instance your rich white, if you still have some liquid, turn the glass on the table. After you stop, the wine is still turning, running. Why is that? Because if you have a flat bottom, the liquid have no center of gravities. No center of gravities. When you stop, the liquid don't know where to go. That's why they will stop right away. Okay? And with the drip in the bowl, they have a very central point at the bottom, that you have the center of gravity, that the liquid is still going on and on and on for a while. Okay? It's still running. You can do it like this, 2 hands together, and you can see the liquid. This stopped already, this still moving. As simple as that. You can see that from by yourself. Now, originally idea why we want to have the flat. Now, everybody know that turning the wine is helping its evocation of flavoring agent, the scents, right? We want that because we still want to enjoy the most by the nosing. That's why we let the wine to turn and then evoke a little bit. But we don't want to kill the wine because don't forget that this is the bottle of 1985 Satu Lascaux. This is the 1974 Hominy Conte. The wine is already mature. The wine is not much that can hold longer. That's why we don't want to kill it. And after you swing, the wine stop drastically by itself. That's why we want to have a flat bottom. But because of machine make, if you don't have the center of gravity, after you have the drop, tomorrow you will see, after you have the drop of glass, the mold is turning, well, around a few hundred times per minute, and very high heat, of course, that the glass have nowhere to go if you have a flat. And after you stop, you don't have a flat bottom. You will have a bottom like the bumpy road. All the glasses like this. Because of that, we need to drop 2 millimeters. That to give the mold a little bit of the central point. When you have the gas pumping into the glass knows where to go. And it split out to the side. And then go to the side as well, then form the mold of the glass. This is something, if you've never been in the factory, you never know what they're talking about. But when you visit their factory tomorrow, you will tell right away, okay, that I know now what you are talking about. That's why this one now is not 100% flat, but try the best that we are as flat as possible. That to make this very wide open. This is the widest glass of the whole cereal. But don't forget that this is the shortest glass. Even shorter than any white wine. Shorter than the universal. Okay? This is the shortest. Why? Because when you have a matured, open, easy nosing wine, that you need to find the best out of its aroma. That's why the opening is relatively big, even though it's a very strong concave, okay? But it's relatively big. And then we can put our nose totally inside the glass. And then we get the shortest distance from the surface of wine. You can try yourself. You see that. Okay? That's why we call this distance is what we call the nose. Okay? This is the shortest nose of the whole cereal. That's why, because we want you to almost get touch with this very mature, old-age, elegant wine nosing. Okay? Now, even though no matter how you turn the wine won't modify a lot from this. This Pinot Noir has been opened up a little bit longer before you come in. They've been opened in the other room already, breathed out a little bit already. That's why it's tuned down a little bit. If you really have an elegant, you don't need to do that. You just need to open and decant before you serve, right? Like the 85 Lascombe, now almost gone. But if you still want to find the best out of it, you need to use such a short nose, big, wide bottom, let the evocation coming out, and at the same time that you can really nose all its leftover agents from the wine. Now, then what happened to the Robusts? Pour the wine to the Robust, try it out yourself. Now this one is the longer nose, you can see. The longer the nose is it, harder for all these agents coming out. But you will see that the opening is smaller. Try to concave all the agents as well. Now you turn the wine, have a nose. You just have fruit agents. You just have berry, cherries, and no other spices. Can you find any spice? A little bit, but it's soft, very soft spices. Smoky, earthy, right? You get the earthiness, like the soil, like everything. Is it? Yeah, absolutely. That you find that it's such a big difference again. Okay? Then go back to the elegant and drink out of it. Now, Pinot Noir is really famous for its acidity. Okay? That means that we still want to get its acidity out. Try to have it as performed as it's good. This glass helps us to do so. When you drink out of this glass, the wine goes directly to both sides of your tongue. Right away, you will feel the acid coming out to your tongue. That's why you find the wine is really quite strong in the acid. At the same time, the body is softened a little bit. Now, we really want to do the pinpointing. This glass, when you drink it, it comes slow. Already uphold a bit of the body structure already. Otherwise, this wine is just only acid. Go back to this big glass, huge glass. And then drink, just drink it strictly out of it. Feel it. You find the wine body structure come back, strong, but big fruits. Less acidity because the fruit really come out. Clinker-Hughes, Shiraz. Now, I briefly tell you already how the glass design. This one, the first jewelry of this cereal is the sparkling. The sparkling can tell you that they can perform with the fresh, crispy sparkling and the well-aged, full-body sparkling. This robust red is the other beauty of this cereal, particular. Why? Because you never see a red wine glass in this shape. The dimension wine and everything, you can pour almost 80% of a bottle of wine inside. It's have 620 ml, something like that, in size. But we use just only this portion, maximum to the belly line. Never pour more than that. The bottom is as flat as possible, but a strong alumiere curl line at the back. Now, these have the longest nosing. All the spice agent, remember that when we do the white wine, we find it already. Longer the nose, cut off those sharp, punchy spiciness, right? That's why this is having the longest in the nose. In robust red, mean young, cheerful, be honest speaking. Nowadays, most people drinking very young wine. Even the 2008, 2009, people are start drinking them already, even the Grand Cru. It's really crazy. And that's why you really need to have some glass that can help you to open up the wine as much as possible, as quick as it can. Even though you decant it, you're not shaking the decanter all the time, right? That's why it needs the glass to help you, because most of the people do this. Everybody put up your glass, you do this. That's why just let the habit help them. We put the strong alumiere at the bottom, encourage the micro-oxidation, and right away that it can easing out most of the tanning. But of course, if the wine is still solid, powerful, like for instance, if you have any Grand Cru Cassé in 2010, now it's undrinkable. Recently, I just been back from Bordeaux 3 weeks ago. I sampled once again all 2009 and 2010 in all houses. And all the 2009 is drinkable and still have long potential. 2010 is undrinkable because 9 out of 10, they are running into the sleeping plateau. The wine go to sleep now. You need at least the other 2-3 years that the wine can really open up, climb up again. That is the time that the glass can help. In this moment, even though this glass cannot help any 2010, no matter how you shake it, it won't wake up. Okay? My glass is not a magic. If it can't perform, I'll let you know it can't perform. But if you say 2009, 2008, 2011, 2012, 2013, it definitely can help. All this wine, you need this sort of technique help them to groom, to grow, to really let you know. 2013, not yet. Definitely not yet. 2014, even though it's a very weak year, but still, you need to wait a little bit. But 2014 is not even bottled yet. Okay? That's why you need to understand your wine a little bit extra as a sommelier. But in principle, you know that this glass can help you to open up all robust wine, in principle, except a few really going to sleeping wine. Like, for instance, you have the Amarone, you have those, the Satuhaya, Chateauneuf du Pape. They definitely will have a drop into the sleeping battle. Whenever the wine is sleeping, you open it, you just kill a baby. No matter how you perform, you decant it 6 hours before. Some people saying that you open the wine 1 day before you drink it. No, that is for the noon, that like the Australian powerful structural Shiraz. That can help. And if you are having those wine, this glass can help. Absolutely. Okay? The non-losing, cut off all these spices. Easy for your nose. Now you have the Shiraz. Turn it, nose it yourself. Now you find a lot of fruit agents, like the preserved prune. Very, very clear eucalyptus scents, like mint, but it's not mint. But in a soft way. Now, remember this. Remember that deep nose. You still can do that. Okay? If you go to the Elegant Red, just pour straight to the Elegant Red. And then turn it in the same way and then nose it. Now you find that you get less fruit agents, but the spices all come out. You get less fruit agents. The prune, gone. Because all the spices occupying your nose senses. You find that, right? Like the licorice, a lot of 金草, 是这样说吗? 金草, licorice, the mint, the peppery, like the peppercorns. It's all coming out, occupying the whole nose sensation. And you have less fruit agents. By nose, which one you prefer? You know that this is a Shiraz, you know that you want to get the most out of it, then you will go for the Robust Red. Okay, drink from this glass. The wine is power. The wine is not really going out. It's quite tense. All hold up together. This is how the wine looks like now on when you drink out of it. Go back to the big Robust Red glass. Okay, just drink it. Just drink it out of it. No, go to the big glass. Yeah, drink it. Drink from the big glass. Much open. The wine is ready. More round, better fruit agents because of the opening. Better fruit agents. Now, this is not magician, right? This is your own palate. Don't forget that if you have your own palate change like this, your customer, your friends, your agents will feel the same. Okay? Now you can see that how drastically it can change by just only 2 glasses. Yes, we know the fundamental basic function of wine glass is hold the wine for me to drink. But at the same time, if you know how does it perform, do you have much more fun? Will you share with your friends about this sort of tactic? That's how you can really enjoy your wine out of the most. Okay? Enjoy the most out of it. Okay? Don't forget that we have 2 desires. Some people, even though Shiraz, you want to have it fresh, you want to have it easy drinking, go with the elegant. Okay? But if you want to have an open up, if you want to have a round flute body structure, everything come back, you use the robust reds. Okay? If you have elegant red wine, like for instance some well-aged, even though some very, now, give you the other hints, if you have a very reasonable price wine, remember that the well have no cheap wine. You have a very reasonable wine, like for instance the Winterthur from France, €2, €2.50 per bottle. Okay? If you want to enjoy most out of it, which glass that you will use? Which one? The elegant red. Absolutely. Because, be honest speaking, why they can sell so cheap? Because the grapes maybe is a secondary grape. Maybe the agents inside the wine is not that strong, not that really focused, not that really concentrate. That you need a wine glass help you to get all the agents out that the elegant reds can help. Elegant reds is not just only serving for all these old-aged wine. But at the same time, some wine that you find or you sample it, and you find that this is not really functioning, not really strong in the sensation, you use the elegant red, you find that the wine come back a little bit. Stronger, concentrate, everything come back. And the most important is your own body sensation. The nose, the palate, that can tell. Okay? But if you have a powerful structured wine like the 2009, very strong Bordeaux, then you better to use this glass than that. This one helps you to concentrate the wine. But you will find the wine is not open. It's tense. It's really closing up. Then you are not enjoying it. You better to use this glass, help to open the wine, because the wine has so many different layers, so many different potential substances inside it. You need to have something help you to open up.